Welcome back to our channel. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Candace.
And today we're doing another episode of Beauty Basics. So what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about lip products.
So I feel like recently in our Fizzle Sizzles, we created a scale. Candace created a scale. And it really helps keep us on track. So we kind of did a little bit of a scale to talk about different lip products to help you navigate through the sea of products that are lips. So for our scale, we're gonna talk about lastability and kind of, is it transfer proof? How long can you get away with wearing this?
Feel and texture of the product.
And then we're just gonna go through all the different types that we know of. There's lots of different kinds, but I feel like everything pretty much falls into these categories.
Yeah, unless we've missed something, you can let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think
maybe we just don't know about
we have a lot of products in front of us, so we'll see.
Yes, there's a lot going on. Disclaimer.
Not all formulas are created equally.
And that could even be within the same brand. Yes. Sometimes different colors are harder to make, so if you're using a lip gloss or a stain or a liquid that's purple or red and your lastability and texture is different throughout that the two formulas, that's not uncommon. Going forward, talking about our categories, something might be labeled some fluffy marketing name, but we're just gonna fill it in on our categories where we feel like it actually belongs. Yeah. Okay, so first, I think we're just gonna start with classic OG lipstick.
There are a ton of different lipsticks on the market. I think this is probably, like you said, one of the oldest types of lip products out there.
Lastability, 1 to 10 scale. Where do you feel like lipstick falls on that scale?
Okay, so I would give lipsticks, I think a 5. Right down the middle. And again, depends on brand, formula, whatever.
So the feel and texture of most lipsticks, I feel like some can be a smidgen waxy depending on the lastability. I feel like the longer they last, the
thicker,
bitier they are. Like,
yeah,
grippier they are.
Okay, so I think we're gonna test a few different lipsticks on our lips, just so we can kind of like talk through it. I'm gonna put on the Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star. This is the lip ammo. I know that this lipstick in particular like lasts for a very long time.
And I am going to be going in with a Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick. I finally got that down. I could not say that for the longest time. In the color Gold Blooded.
So this Celebrity Skin already is just super thick. It is creamy. It feels so good. I love this lipstick.
So I would say overall creamy like a 7 and waxy like a 4 on a scale 1 to 10. What do you think?
Yeah,
generally
I feel like the Bite and the Jeffree Star lip ammo are definitely more of a cream. And they do definitely last longer on my lips. I'm still giving lipsticks a 5.
For
right down the middle.
Yeah. And feel and texture is like generally creamy, could get a little bit waxy overall. Next on our list, we've got crayons. Things that are stick form and tend to be waxier, I would label as a crayon. Yeah?
Yeah. So for example, this is the Nude Stick.
Which we heart.
We really do. I honestly didn't want to like this.
I would even say the e.l.f. one we got in our holiday, that's a crayon.
And I really did like that one. So this is in the color Mystic, this Nude Stick. If we did a video on it.
Oh, what a card.
Every time I wear this, I get complimented and it lasts. So lastability, I'd give this like a 7 or a
7. Yeah, for sure. It's way more than a lipstick because they generally are a little bit like grippier. So that kind of covers feel and texture there.
But this one's so creamy.
It's the formula. Like we said, not all formulas are created equal.
Yeah, so,
but this is a crayon and it is grippier.
It is. It almost has more of a lip liner quality mixed in. I think that's what it is.
It's like a giant lip liner.
And this actually, the Nude Stick actually markets themselves as a lip liner slash lip crayon.
And cheek.
Yeah. So lip crayons, we're gonna give a 7.
7. And then, like we said, feel texture is waxier than a lipstick.
Yes.
But if you are in the market for a crayon, freaking go get those Nude Sticks. They're a little bit pricey, but
they are
amazing.
They also come with their own sharpener and they're a cute little package.
With a little mirror.
I've pleasantly surprised.
Thoroughly. Next is velvets.
Velvets. So velvets generally are gonna be in the form of a liquid.
Whipped liquid. Whipped.
Yeah.
Liquid. So in terms of lastability on a velvet liquid lip, I would put it like a 3.
I'm gonna give it a 4 if I'm not drinking anything warm. Tokyo does not last. Kylie, if you're using the lip kit with the lip liner, I wore it at my wedding, I drank, I danced, I ate, lasted all night. But I prepped the right way.
Which we'll get into.
Tokyo, unfortunately, just does not last. Sometimes I would put it on in the morning, go to work, drink some coffee, gone.
Yeah.
And then you're like eating it and you can taste it and it's so gross. I'm gonna be a little bit more generous depending on how you prep. I'm gonna give velvets a 4. But if you're looking at kind of like all over the spectrum, they generally are not gonna last as long as others.
The feel though is so good.
It's so much better.
So creamy and soft.
My personal favorite, if you're going in the liquid realm,
I would say in general for all finishes, I think velvets are my favorite feel-wise. So next we have the matte
liquid lip.
Matte liquid lips.
So, okay, so for example, here's a ColourPop. Can you see how that's already separated? Like this has totally separated because I store my lip products in this guy right here. This is from the Container Store for any of you that are wondering. So you do want to shake, or I tried to swirl. I don't like to pump up and down because like they say for your mascara, it dries it out, but I don't know, who knows.
I would give on lastability, I would say a 10, not that it's like you're gonna be fine all day, but in terms of what's the most long lasting out of finishes, matte liquid lips last forever. So in my arsenal of lip products, liquid lips are gonna last the longest. So they're gonna get a 9 or a 10. That being said, for feel and texture of matte liquid lips, some can be drying as hell.
See, that's again the formula. Texture, I'm gonna give like a 5 overall for like all matte liquid lips. It's like right down the middle because some are gonna be like amazing and some are gonna dry down so bad that like I can like move my lips and I feel like it's flaking off of me.
But they dry down. That's the whole point of a liquid lip, so they are dry. It's in the like way you describe liquid lips. Dry down. So they're not gonna feel as fancy schmancy as a lipstick or a velvet.
Yeah. And next we have glosses. Courtney's not the biggest gloss person in the world. I've got a lot of glosses. They're easy. I know what I'm getting with them. If I'm eating or drinking, I already know that I'm gonna be reapplying this.
But if you take away the fact of how much you love them, lastability, I'd give these suckers a 2.
Yeah, honestly, like a 1.
If we are not talking about brands or formulas and we're talking about rating them against each other, glosses are at the very end of the spectrum. They're on the low end of the spectrum. They don't last very long. Feel-wise, they are hydrating but sticky. Okay, next we have stains, which we generally are not big fans of. I have one from e.l.f. Like, that's how much I like it. I got a very cheap one. Personally, I'm not a big fan of stains because they're meant to stain your lip, shocking, and I think a lot of them have a lot of alcohol in them, which is why they're drying down. They dry down and like seep into your skin, and I just feel like they leave me like not chapped, but like almost the same feeling as chapped in a sense of dry. It's like the pigment's meant to dry down and seep into your skin, and if you really don't want to age your lips, maybe you shouldn't do this.
So lip stains that are created to lip stain, like lip scents, those are lip stains. They're meant to last like 12 hours or something crazy, and they do. But
so lastability is a freaking 10 million.
It's a 10. But you also, if you like me, if you like shine, they sell toppers to go with it. Stains overall, lastability 10, but feel/texture.
Dry.
For me, I don't love the feeling of a stain.
Yeah, neither do I. But
yeah.
if you want a color to be there like all freaking day, stain.
Okay, now for our tips and tricks portion of our beauty basics video. So I personally, like I said, I have really dry lips. So what I like to do is I like to use a lip scrub. This is all a part of like lip prep.
Yeah.
This is called the Kiss Lip Scrub. This is by Lush. I really like this lip scrub. I am also a fan of priming my lips. This is the NYX Lip Primer. It's kind of essentially just like, I actually use it as a chapstick sometimes, but I bought this like a few months ago and it's lasted me a while. This also, like Courtney said, it just makes sure that your lips are like a blank canvas.
Like, just like priming on your skin for a foundation.
Yeah. So you always want to mix your products. Just like nail polish, like
exactly.
Things separate. That's just kind of normal.
So if you're like, think about it like a salad dressing. It's just gonna break apart. If you're putting it onto your lips broken apart, it's not gonna do well.
Courtney has a really
weird tip and trick. I personally use this with lipsticks and maybe even like crayons, but I feel like the Nude Sticks is just like a freak of nature and is gorgeous. It doesn't need this.
It's so beautiful.
But you can set your lipstick to make it last long. Usually I will take a tissue or 1 square of toilet paper, and if you split it so that you have one thin layer, you can put this over your lips and use setting powder like so, and it seeps through enough to set your lips and not make them powdery, but make them last a lot longer. I used to do it, I had some like Crayon product that was super cheap drugstore. I don't honestly remember what the brand was, and I used to do that all the time. That was a really dark color, and it'd make it last so much longer than just on its own. Another thing I've heard, which I don't know, I've heard that you can do the same type of thing where you blot, and it's supposed to leave like the pigment down, and then you do another coat, but I feel like it's just a waste of product.
Yeah.
I would rather just set my lips with some setting powder.
And also like with certain matte liquid lipsticks, the more you put on does not necessarily mean the better, especially ColourPops. If you put too much on, it'll literally crumble off. Yeah. Especially if you don't wait for it to dry down completely in between layers. So you really want to be careful with that. Okay, I think that our last tip and trick is all about preparation, which we've talked about: primer, scrubbing,
hydration.
Yes, hydration. So for the Kylie Velvet Liquid Lipstick, like I discussed, I wore this for my wedding. The reason this lasted so long is because I used lip liner. So I personally am a fan of the Kylie Lip Kits because, in all honesty, they just work better on my lips. Yeah. I know some people think that ColourPop is like the exact same thing. Personally, I just don't. But like we've discussed, my lips are just different than everybody else's. Right. Or than
maybe
some
there are
people's.
other people that like it too.
So when you're using a lip liner, like the one in the lip kit, you want to make sure your pencil's sharp. So you want a lip sharpener. So you want to line your lips. You can overline if you want. And then I fill in the whole lip, and then I do a really light coat of my velvet, let it dry down completely, and then I'll do one more coat. That combo literally lasted for hours. I mean, we did photos and drinking and eating and dancing, and e.l.f. has a liner as well that we used recently.
Yeah, I have my little kit.
I really liked it. It was a little bit more creamier than the Kylie ones, I feel. So we also took our makeup off, but I really did like the feeling of it.
I wore this yesterday, it lasted really well.
Okay, perfect. I haven't experimented, but overall, personal experience, we're all different. Lip liner over my whole lip, then my matte or my velvet or whatever I'm putting on top lasts a lot longer for me. Yeah. So that's when formula comes into play, that's when brands come into play, and just overall preference. I know some people don't like to line, but I think that it really does make the product last longer.
Yeah. All right, I think that's all we got.
Thank you for listening.
We appreciate you tuning in, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up.
Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and
comment down below with your favorite finish.
All right, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at
Courtney and Candace.
All right.
We'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.